Millionaire visits his ex-wife after 5 years. His one gesture broke her silence. Ethan Cole had everything money could buy: luxury cars, a mansion overlooking the city, and a business empire that made him one of the youngest millionaires in the country. But despite his success, there was a haunting emptiness inside him. He could buy silence, but not peace. He could command respect, but not love. And every night, as he sat alone in his penthouse, one thought refused to leave his mind: her. 5 years had passed since he last saw Lily. 5 years since the arguments, the slammed doors, and the final words that shattered their marriage: "You only love your work, Ethan. Not me. Not us." He had convinced himself he'd moved on. But the truth was, he hadn't. Her absence had left a silence louder than any noise his world could make. One autumn morning, Ethan received a letter, handwritten, elegant, simple. It wasn't from Lily, but from a lawyer in her small hometown. His heart skipped when he read, "Ms. Lily Adams requests your presence regarding an important personal matter. Please come in person." No explanation. No emotion. Just an invitation from the past he had tried to bury. For hours, he sat in his car outside her small countryside house, unable to step out. He had faced boardrooms of ruthless investors, but this was different. His heart pounded as he finally walked to the door. When Lily opened it, time froze. She looked fragile, her once lively brown hair now tied back loosely, her eyes dimmed yet familiar. She didn't say a word, just moved aside to let him in. "Lily," he began, voice trembling. She looked at him but didn't answer. Her silence was cold, yet calm. Inside, Ethan noticed the house was modest, nothing like the luxury she once lived in with him. There were drawings on the fridge, children's sketches of flowers, suns, and stick figures labeled "Mommy." "Lily, you have a child?" he asked softly. She nodded once, her eyes glistening but distant. That he swallowed hard. "Yours?" "Mine," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "And yours." The word struck him like lightning that he stumbled back. What do you mean?" She didn't reply. Instead, she walked toward a small room and came back holding the hand of a little boy, around 4 years old, with dark curls and curious blue eyes, the same shade Ethan saw every time he looked in the mirror. "His name is Noah," she said quietly. The boy smiled shyly. "Hi." Ethan felt his knees weaken. He crouched down, his voice cracking. "Hi. Noah." The child tilted his head. "Are you my daddy?" Ethan's throat tightened. His heart raced as tears blurred his vision. I don't know if I deserve to be," he said. Lily turned away, hiding her trembling lips. As the day went on, Ethan learned the truth. After their separation, Lily discovered she was pregnant but decided not to tell him. She knew he was consumed by his company, and she didn't want their child growing up feeling like a burden. She had raised Noah alone, working as a schoolteacher in the small town. Ethan sat silently as she spoke, guilt clawing at him with every word. "I didn't tell you because I wanted peace," Lily said softly. "I didn't want him to be part of the chaos that destroyed us." He nodded, tears streaming down his face. "Lily, I was wrong. I thought success could fill the emptiness inside me, but it only made it worse. I lost everything that mattered." She looked at him, her expression unreadable. "People don't change, Ethan. You always said love was a distraction." He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a folded envelope. "I came here with something to give you." Inside was not a check, not a business paper, just a photograph. It was an old picture of them, taken years ago, laughing in front of their first home. Behind the photo, Ethan had written, "If I could go back, I'd choose love over money. Every single time." For the first time in 5 years, Lily's eyes filled with tears she didn't try to hide. Her lips quivered as she whispered, "Ethan. I didn't think you still remembered." He smiled weakly. "I never forgot. I just forgot how to live." That night, Ethan stayed for dinner. He watched as Noah played with toy cars and Lily hummed softly in the kitchen. For the first time in years, he didn't feel like a millionaire, he felt like a man finding his way home. When Noah fell asleep, Ethan stood to leave. But before he reached the door, Lily spoke. "Ethan," she said quietly. He turned, she hesitated, then added, "He deserves to know his father. If you're truly ready to be one." Ethan's eyes softened. "I'll do anything. Not to fix the past, but to build something new." For the first time since he arrived, she smiled faintly. "Then let's start there." Months passed. Ethan visited often, sometimes with gifts, sometimes just with time. He built a small playground in the backyard, fixed the roof, read Noah bedtime stories. Slowly, the walls between them began to crumble. One afternoon, as they watched Noah run across the grass, Lily turned to him. "Ethan," she said gently, "I forgave you a long time ago. I just needed to see that you'd forgive yourself." Ethan looked at her, tears glistening. "You broke your silence that day, Lily, and you gave me back my life." She smiled softly, placing her hand over his. "No, Ethan. You gave it back to yourself." Moral message: sometimes, life gives us second chances, but only when we're brave enough to face the pain we once ran from. Love doesn't always end, it waits quietly for the moment we're ready to listen, forgive, and begin again.